Morning. Make sure that's on. There we go. Morning. The got my cafe. Good stuffs. Good stuffs. I feel like I'm running slow this morning for some reason. I'm not. Everything's running at the same pace it always does, but I don't know. Just feeling kind of slow. I definitely gotta say, I got very irritated. I saw a clip, and then I listened to something this morning. And so, well, I saw not really a clip. I saw an image. It was those Zoe people advertising some video. It's nice. Um, and it was with Dr. Ezekiel Emmanuel. And so I decided to just put it on and listen to it while I was doing my things. Oh my goodness, he irritated the hell out of me. Very irritating. Wanted to push, so he was apparently very irritated. He didn't like Eric Trexler, which, I mean, the guy doesn't, I don't agree with everything I've ever heard him say, but seems like a decent person overall. But this guy, you're a doctor, and yes, you are saying, this is Dr. Ezekiel, saying some of the most absurd things and giving people ridiculous excuses. You're going to say something like, oh, it seems fine to have, 1 to 3 drinks a week because of social interaction. You do not need a drink. And then he's going to critique people within fitness focused things and longevity stuff, saying that being obsessed is negative and all this. It's like, okay. Am I saying, and is Dr. Eric Trexler, well, it wasn't I think it was Eric Trexler. But anyway, are we saying that everybody needs to obsessively do all these things? No, never once has that been said. I've said the absolute opposite, in fact. Now, do I think that everyone should take the time to weigh all their food out for like 2-3 weeks, just one time? Like, yes. If you get in the habit of doing it, that's fantastic. But you need to have it as a reference point. You need to learn how to identify these things. And he wants to talk about how, people getting obsessed about all this stuff is negative, and how it's going to take away so much from their lives and take away more time than they could ever gain back. And saying, and it really irritated me was when he mentions that social interaction, how important it is. It's like, yes, it is very important. Guess what? You can get that at the gym. Lots of people meet lots of people, others at the gym, make friends there, all kinds of stuff. So, but anyway, the saying how it's the most important. Actually, we don't know that, and you can't prove that. The fact of the matter is that people who are very social and have more friends are less likely to be depressed. And guess what? Depressed people are less likely to choose to be healthy and to be more active and do things that we can prove are longevity increasing. So, is social interaction in and of itself beneficial cognitively, physically? Yes. As far as longevity is concerned, a lot of its positives, though, I could theorize are just because of they're correlative. So that's just it's ridiculous. If you are eating McDonald's every day, having a drink every day, but you're super social and you're such an extroverted person, I would say that you still have a lot to improve, and I would honestly say that yeah, the fact that you're gonna miss some social engagements by help fixing your sleep patterns and not drinking as much and working out 3 times a week at the gym. Yeah, I think that would be better. You'd be better off. Yeah, really. And the fact of the matter is, you are a doctor who has held a lot of positions of that some people would value, like with the WHO. Not really gonna get into that. I don't do political talk, but whether or not it's actually valuable, but a lot of people do value and respect you for having held the positions you've held, and they're going to listen to that, and they are going to use that excuse as an excuse, and it is unfortunate. It's just it really irritated me a lot. Stop excusing unhealthy behavior. There is no need to drink. If people want to, I always defend people's right to do whatever they want. Okay? Always. If you are a cognizantly aware, consenting adult, more power to you. I don't care if you want to do all the horrible things to yourself. But you need to know that they are horrible. And having him say these things, very negative. I'm sorry. But yeah, that just really bugged me hearing that. So, just getting that off my chest. But, yeah, just, there's nothing wrong with somebody not being obsessed with health and wellness and longevity enhancing things. It's just, but not engaging with it at all is very silly, and pretending as if just because somebody does become obsessed with it that's no. It's like, well, if that obsession can actually bring them more social interaction, can actually bring these sense of meaning into their life, that could be where they get it from. So, and then he's gonna pretend like he's gonna push the bit about processed foods. Yeah, ultra processed foods not a good thing, but guess what? It's all personal choice. Personal choice from all these people. If that's what they want, then that's what they want. Nobody's forcing it down their throat. I don't want to hear anything about how, it's cheaper. No. Living on, going and buying rice and whole chicken and just cooking and eating that every day is cheaper than your ultra processed foods. You can eat an incredibly boring diet. Yeah, is it boring? Yes, but yeah, there's always options, and him once again giving lots of excuses to people so that they can try to justify to themselves bad choices. It's like, no, make all the bad choices you want. I'm not going to make fun of you or to insult you or attack you in any way. I would just make sure that you are aware that it is a bad choice. And if you tell me piss off, then I say okay. And if you tell me, well, I would like to work on it, can you help me? I'm like, sure, gladly. And if it's, oh, I don't really care, then it's once again, it's like, oh, all right. I think you probably do care, and you might be lying to yourself, but it's not my business. It's kind of like the fact that I'm now going to finish my cafe and go for my morning 6K. And I'm going to tell you to have a good one or a bad one, because it is not my choice. That is yours. So, yeah.